Am I in here? Okay, let me drop this thing. Hold it now. Hold on. That's it. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am your ghetto motivational speaker. Tonight we're talking about friends. How many do we have though? Friends? I don't know. Let's talk about some friends. You talk about me, Juliet. You talking about me? Put that in there. Come on, y'all. Let's do this. I was about to call you, CJ. Hello, darling. Welcome.
Hello, hello,
Hello, hello.
hello. How are you?
All right, Juliet.
What, Catherine?
What you ain't combing your hair tonight?
I'm tired.
That's
You
what
know,
it. You
I'm
was sleeping
sleepy.
all day.
I ain't. I ain't sleep all day.
Just about.
I'm tired, girl.
That's right.
Hi, CJ.
Hello, how are you, Juliet?
CJ look like she ain't been doing nothing today. She looks so refreshed.
Who, me?
Yeah, you look good.
Oh,
Yes,
thank
you
you.
look.
I've been cooking and cleaning all day, but
Oh,
thank
Thank
you.
you.
Jesus.
Been busy, 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 but thank you.
I know that's right. Where Debbie at? Wasn't she just here?
She was talking noise this now. Come
Mm-mm-mm.
on, where you at?
She talking about where I'm at. Now where's she at?
Who knows?
All right. Oh, and gangsta emoji.
Yeah, and eyes.
Eyes love to talk. You know how it is. People forget sometimes. I guess I gotta send them out special.
Message.
Yes,
Where's Miss Deborah?
Probably down in the chat.
yes, darling. I'm just letting you know that I'm live. Good, cause I want you up here. Cause this. This is how I got this story. All right. Okay, I'm waiting for Kiana. Kiana. We gonna when she come. She's coming down. When she come through, we're gonna start. We're gonna take it from there, and then Juliet. When Debbie come through, you can drop your tail back to sleep.
I sure right. And I
Yes.
was, and I was sleeping. Woke up out there.
Hey, Aiden, you asleep?
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm glad you woke up and made my line.
Yeah. I had alarm set for you.
Upside. You know what I'm keeping on my panel? I'm keeping CJ because look at her,
Oh, thank you.
nice, fresh. She ain't like.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I have my days though, but today's a good day. But thank you.
I'm better when I'm tired.
Not
Really?
me.
I'm better when I'm tired. Please.
Uh-uh. Girl, gotta get that sleep.
All right, Aiden.
I
CJ,
enjoyed your video about
Hey,
Cuomo.
Constant. Hey,
what
be the
CJ, where
different.
you from?
Maryland.
Are you
Okay,
from Maryland? Okay.
cool.
Be the difference. I want you up here a little while too. People gonna be coming in and out. I'm just right now waiting for Kiana. She got a. I don't know. She pumping up this phone. But anyway, y'all go ahead on talk. Tell me about friends. Do anybody got any real friends these days?
Well, most of my friends, I have two really good friends. Well, actually, three friends, but they're older than me, and they give good sound advice. And when I need them to listen, they're a good ear or shoulder to cry on. The people that are younger, I don't really have too many younger friends, to be honest.
You took like more your age, you don't have too many friends like that.
Right. One of my friends, I speak to her quite often. She has a young soul, but she's probably in her 80s. My other friend is in her, I would say she's in her late 50s, early 60s.
Uh,
Yeah. But, I love them to death. I love them. Hmm.
they're wiser.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
They're like a big sister to me. Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. And see, with friends like that, I'm sorry, but you don't find jealousy. You find none of that in.
No,
Everything is real.
Hmm.
It is real. How about you, Juliet?
I didn't even hear your question because I had done went out.
No, I'm just saying.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
as far as
Tell me
friends
about some
go,
friends, honey.
I have
What about
one friend that is she's about 79.
Hmm.
Very
79?
wise, very, very wise. And she could tell
Mm,
you some things that she's been through, and
mm,
she um she give you a lot of golden nuggets, what to do and what not to do.
mm,
And then I have one friend that I do have this um we are born on the same day. I think I'm older than her, but um she has been through so much as a young lady. She give you a lot of nuggets too, but I don't consider too many people as my friends. I consider them as associates.
associates?
Yeah, or acquaintances or whatever, something. I don't consider everybody as my friend
Hmm.
because you have to be careful. You don't use that word loosely. You have to use it wise.
That
Because
usually why.
everybody's not your friend, and that's what kids. That's when they go to school. That's my friend. That's my friend. Yeah, but you have to be careful with that word as grown-ups. I say teenagers or whatever.
All right, be the difference. How about you? What can you say about friends, real friends? Something.
Hey, they're hard
Hey,
to
be the
find.
difference.
Hello. I think they're hard to find. And I also believe that, similar to what you guys are already saying, well, from what I heard with Juliet, we categorize people in the wrong type of friendship brackets,
Mm-hmm.
and not really understand what that means. I just came up with a quote last night, well, yesterday afternoon, and I said, a lot of people are loyally nosy.
Yes,
So
sir.
they are loyal.
But they
Yes, they are
nosy.
loyal, but they're not loyal as far as in friendship goes, or as far as in family ship friendship goes, or as far as in integrity, really holding you down or whatever. So for me, I don't like to call anybody a friend. I just like to say, people are humans and I appreciate them for the time that we have. Because once you start labeling things, your expectations go. Because you know what a friend is in your
Right.
head, but the person on the recipient side may have a different definition of friendship with you in
Mm-hmm.
mind.
Right.
So I just like to stay away from labels.
I hear you. I hear you. How about you, Debbie? You got something to say?
The lights went out for a quick second because my dear child was blow drying her hair with all the air conditioners on. So I didn't hear the question. What do you ask?
You just catalyzing what is a friend.
What is a friend?
Yeah, what is a friend? Like, do you got any friends?
For me, well, friend comes in all different shapes and sizes, and it's like love. It could be explained a lot of different ways. But for me, a friend is someone that, like the Bible says, sticks to just as close as a brother. Somebody, if you have an argument, a debate, or something like that, they don't go to the deep end to get back at you. They more or less like, okay, you were pissed off and whatnot. You sit down and talk about it. Also, too, if friends kind of know each other, a friend to me is like okay, I only have really like two friends, and that's since I was a teenager, like 16, 15, and now we're all in our 60s. So I consider that as friends because if you ride or die with me all that long, all those many years, and you still around, you're a friend. And we've been through some stuff. So I consider those two as a friend.
Like for me, I have old friends too. I have very few because like some passed on. But for me, it's like the new friends that be trying to be my friend. You understand? That makes me so uncomfortable.
Them associates.
They be,
Anybody new that come into my world? I think at this age it's hard to
it is
call somebody a friend when you're a certain age. Because I mean, how can you have? I mean, it's kind of hard to for me.
okay
Associate or somebody close. Yes, I call you associate. Somebody close. I even call you family. But for a friend, for me, that term I just use it in a different way.
because when I find the today friends, to me, I think they just like trying to be nosy to see what you got. Because the first thing, when you meet someone, if you feel comfortable with them, you will invite them to your house, not they coming to your house. You understand? Now, right
Right.
there, I'm like, honey, you should see how I roll when somebody knocking at my door and I'm not looking for you. I'm like, who the hell is that at my door? You understand? Like, I don't like that. You understand? These days, you got to be wise because you don't know what these people want. Everybody see like these days, wanting someone to be your friends, they after something. You
Yeah,
understand?
they got a
Right.
motive mostly.
Motive. They want to see what you got.
Hmm.
That's in man, money, you name it. Do you got an extra room?
That's the main thing. They
That's the
try.
main thing. See, can they move in?
Right.
These
Yeah.
new friends, you gotta watch it. See, you understand? You do. Hey, D family, I want you up here too in a little while too, honey.
So, what do you think about like a lot of people on YouTube? They call each other friend a lot. Um, for me, that's hard. You know, I got what one cyber sister that I consider very, very, very close. I think her name is Juliet,
Woo,
but
Jesus. Mm.
I think her name is
He said,
Juliet.
I
The
think.
Lord knows we can't shake her off. She ain't gonna let us. So we just had to adopt her on in the family.
He said, I think.
Now that's something right there. Y'all better be careful with that one.
I,
So
I mess up, I
you
mess
know,
up
there's a lot of
letting
people that
old
you
people
meet.
here too. That
Yeah, you meet a lot of people on
I think
YouTube that
God will let you know what's good for you, what's not.
Right.
He gonna give you that discernment, so you know.
exactly,
Because when we
exactly.
went to our meet and greet, I love all of them. They are. I mean, that was they. What can I say?
Hmm.
Joy is a joy. That's my girl there. She's a joy. I really enjoyed her. Bernice,
Who you enjoy?
Leo, and Wanston. They came to my house before.
Okay.
I invite them over, and we had dinner. We had a ball and whatnot. I met brown girl Bella. She's cool. Everybody. It was so wonderful. And Leo and them brought over two of their friends. I mean, it was a beautiful time, and I really enjoyed myself.
And that's cool. But for me, you know, I love everybody's company and being around everybody. I enjoy them. I can I consider them maybe like family because we all have dysfunctional family of all types, shapes,
Yes,
sizes, and
sir.
everything else. So I call them family, but friend for me, that's different. I just call them family.
Yeah.
You know, I can
Yeah,
call a lot of you
I
guys.
think
Hey,
we got
family. Hmm.
right. I truly think that we do use the word friend very, very loosely. Because
Yeah,
everybody ain't your friend.
I,
that's true.
I'm Keon.
They're not.
Hmm.
Because
I thought I had a friend back when I was working at a certain place, and we worked together from the 80s up to the 2000s, and I thought she was my friend. But then when I started going to church, I mean, we used to party, we used to hang out, we used to talk, I mean,
hmm
you know, we was friends.
right.
When I got saved and started going to church, and she see I was for real because she used to tell me, "Oh, girl, you can still go ahead and hang out, girl. I've been going to church. I get drunk today and be up on the choir on Sunday. Come on."
That's
I
it.
said, "I don't play with God like that."
I
So
know
she
that's right.
seen that the way she served God was different from how I did. I was more serious with it. So she pretty much started separating herself. Like, being I wasn't doing the things she wanted to do, she couldn't be bothered no more. So she was never my friend from the start. So that was my first, you know, real person that I would say that I knew that long that turned on me because I received God more serious than she did. And then when I got married, that extra went to the daggone left. And I'm like, she was already married, but what you acting funny because I'm getting married for,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So I we stopped talking for years, and she was not a friend. I thought she was, but she wasn't. So that makes me, you know, how I use the word friend. I don't use it so loose.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's so funny? Mm, dang, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Hey, family, be the difference.
Bring it back. Bring it back.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh Lord. Bring it
What?
back to a mind, Lord.
I know,
Oh,
right?
it was piggybacking off what I was saying.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm. I
Dang.
was talking about, like the workplace. A lot of people in
Oh,
work before you.
yes.
Okay.
So, speaking of which, right? Not even about the workplace, but do you
Mm-hmm.
guys agree or disagree with the fact that sometimes when you first encounter a person, you kind of can tell whether there's somebody that you would want to be friends with
Of
or
course.
could trust?
Oh
Oh yeah.
yeah. Oh
Oh
yes.
yes.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Yeah.
Yep. It don't take me long to discern a person. I believe that's a gift that I had since a child. I used to get smacked in my mouth when I was younger because I would speak my mind too boldly. But as I got older, I learned that it was a gift that I always had. And every time when I say something about a person, it's usually true.
Hmm.
It's usually true.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I do believe that when you first meet a person, it don't take you long to know if you want to be bothered or not. I
Right.
agree 100% on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I love them to Pocahontas ponytails up there.
Yes, and they cute.
DJ Mendoza.
Oh, thank you. I just washed my hair, but thank you.
Mhm. Yeah. So yeah, friends, how many of you have them? I only got two.
Mm.
Like I say, I only have two real friends, and we've been through the mud and everything else. We laughed, we cried. You know, I'm their kid's godmother. We went through family deaths together. So, that's what I call a real friend. And like I say, they're still around. Divorces, breakups, relationships. We've been through it all.
Mm.
Yeah, we've been through it all.
So let me ask a question.
Sure.
Do you think it's possible to be friends with the opposite sex? Like you see
Oh
how we're
yeah.
talking
Oh
about
yes.
having friends, and it sounds like we're talking about females being friends with other females. But as females, can we have just a good friendship with
With the guy.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure can.
I
Long as you
believe so.
lovely.
They
Mm-hmm.
gonna try it, but I believe so. Like no man, no heterosexual man ain't gonna try it at least once to even
Right.
hit on you. But
Uh-huh.
if he's really your friend, he's gonna respect, like, no, I don't like you like that. And y'all
Right.
still can
Right.
be friends. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he's gonna hit on you or vice versa.
I agree with that too. Because when you
Yeah.
Yeah.
be
They
around,
will.
if
They
you be
They'll
will.
around
try.
somebody long enough, they will maybe get like a little lust or a little crush.
Hmm.
So I do agree with that. And I'm gonna piggyback off of be the difference. Yes, the most of the guys that I'm friends with, they are gay. They are gay, and they are friends. But as for a heterosexual guy, yeah, they be a friend. But I'll be like, get out of here. I don't like you like that. So
Right.
yeah, they do try it.
Right.
They do try it. Yes.
Hmm. Kiana, click on this link that I gave you. I'm gonna put you in the studio until I get. I'm gonna bring you up soon.
What about if one of you was married Like a
Mm-hmm.
same scenario that CJ said. One of
Uh-huh.
you is married and the other one isn't. Would you feel comfortable still being friends? Would you
Like,
what would you do if your spouse
No, I
was
wouldn't be
like,
comfortable with
no,
that. I would have to separate that part.
Mhm.
We
the
could still be
friendship?
friends, but we won't be friends like that.
what
So
you
I would say
saying?
we'll be
If I was single,
we'll be associates instead of
Your
being
man.
like friend.
you saying if I was single and I had a married friend?
Vice versa, it doesn't matter. If you were married
Oh,
and you're male
uh-huh.
and your friend was a male, like, well, is a male, and your
Hmm.
husband was like, I don't think I want you to
I
be
don't
friends with me.
know. I even when I was married, I never played that hanging out with single friends.
Right.
You know
Right,
that
right.
causes problems.
Yes.
So no, I hang out with, it could happen with married couples too. They could turn around and get a little side eye at one another, but you'll catch that real quick, like, girl, what you doing? But
Yeah.
single friends, they're more sneakier.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Kiona.
Hi, I didn't want to
Yes.
interrupt your
Let
conversation.
me tell you something. This is where I got this said storyline from. Kiana, me and her was hanging out in the park, right?
Uh-huh.
And so she was telling me about how she lost her girlfriends.
Mm.
Yes, I lost all my friends. That is so true. I was in a relationship, a long 4-year, 5-year relationship with this guy. He was no good for me, like emotionally abusive. We did have some physical encounters. Not even gonna lie. He manipulated me. He was controlling, but I didn't understand it until I felt like I hit rock bottom. You know what I'm saying? Where I felt like, okay, no, something has got to give. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, I need a breakthrough. And once I had that breakthrough and I was reaching out to my friends, they was just like, yeah, well, I appreciate you reaching out to me, but I gave you time and time. Like, I giving you time to try to speak to me about what was going on, but you didn't want to have anything to do with me, so I no longer want to be your friend, and I just had to accept it. I can't force a relationship with my friends, but I know I was sorry and I apologized. I said I'm sorry for treating you however you felt. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know how you felt. I can only tell you what I felt. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
um I didn't intentionally push them away. I guess I was clouded. My mind was fogged. My heart was not really accepting what my friends was telling me. I just wanted to be in this relationship with this guy and yada yada yada. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. I
So
know what you're saying. You know.
but that's my truth, and I
Mhm.
had to learn from those mistakes. So moving
Right.
forward, when I gain genuine relationships with people, I know how to maneuver. I know how to set boundaries. I know how to accept genuine friends. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
had to
Right.
learn that,
Hmm.
and I accept it. I'm not gonna be naive. I'm not gonna say I didn't do it. I'm not gonna deny it. This is my life. This is my journey, and I can only get better. And I have to evolve in order to get better. You know.
Right. Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
yeah, that's
Hmm.
what I wanted to say about that.
You have a powerful
Okay.
testimony, girl.
Hmm.
Oh,
You have a powerful testimony.
thank you.
Yeah. I know somebody that was similar, and that's one of my friends that had a similar incident like that, but it was with another female. It was on a spiritual. It was in a spiritual sense
Hmm.
where someone um, manipulated her mind and started controlling her and whatnot.
Hmm.
Another female,
Hmm.
she tried to manipulate her with the word of God.
Hmm.
She had a get away with all her family, all her friends, and I try to hang in there till the bitter end. I even went to pastors and stuff to talk to them, like, I have a friend that's being manipulated, through witchcraft,
Hmm.
be in control. What can I do? So they
Hmm.
told me there's nothing you can do. She's gonna have to come out there herself.
Right.
Right.
If she can't control, she ain't gonna believe nothing that you say, nothing that you do. She's gonna believe that woman. All you could do is just pray. And I hated to see my friend go down that path because she lived down that path for quite a few years. Thank God that she came out of it, and I didn't, even though she shunned everybody, and pushed everybody away. I was when she came back, I was there for her, but I had to let her know how I felt and her wrong. And
Mhm.
you can't let nobody manipulate you like that. And we had a sit down powwow, heart to heart, and we just kept it going. We kept moving from that, and we still cool today.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. And you're a good friend for that. Like, there needs to be more friends like you. Like, even though somebody goes through something, you can't judge them or just push them away. Especially if you're supposed to be a real friend. You're supposed to embrace them. Like you said, you was able to express to your friend what she did to hurt your feelings or what it is that you felt. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And
Mhm.
only thing she can do is be quiet, listen, accept it. Like, don't even have no rebuttal. Like, I had to not even have a rebuttal. Like, I accept what you're saying. I can't say, well, can you please just be my friend? I can't do that. We're not in school no more. You know what I'm saying? We
Exactly.
grown.
So
You have to just shut your mouth, be humble, respect what another person is feeling, and move forward with better intentions and communication and everything like that moving forward.
but the thing is, Kiana, they was never your friend from the start.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They was never your friend from the start.
But you
They
know,
was your associate, but
Right.
they were
Mhm.
your friend.
Right.
okay, listen. Now that's what I told Kiana, right? And
Hmm.
then I spoke to another young lady about that. And what she said too make a lot of sense to me too. Like she said, like, well, maybe her friends during that time, when every time they kept coming around Kiana, she kept pushing them back and said, like, listen, you
Yeah, that's the
don't
same
feel
thing.
that type of way.
That's the same thing
Like
our friends said
some
did.
people could get tired of that. They'd be like, I'm sorry, no,
But
Mhm.
yeah, I
I'm not doing
understand that.
that no more.
But like I said, and you know who I'm talking about,
Huh?
Mhm.
she did the same thing too. Pushed us away, this, that, and the other. But we still
Mhm.
hung in there with her.
Right.
We were pissed off, but we were still hung in there with her. That's a friend.
Yeah. That
That's
was
a
that was
friend.
very
And
nice.
can't nobody
Like,
push me away from my friend.
right.
You know,
Right. Right. That's a real friend, like, to you, old
Right,
and gray friend.
right,
Exactly. I'm not gonna let somebody come, and I know somebody came in between our friendship that tried to destroy it. No. Now, if she would have said, "Okay, leave me alone. I can't be bothered," this, that, and another. That's one thing. But she didn't. It was a circumstance like yours that somebody came in and just tried to tear things apart.
Right.
right.
So, but yeah, but we was always friends.
Yeah, we stay friends. We did stay friends, but we still friends. We still family. That's how that is.
Mhm.
Exactly. Family friends.
Yep.
Friends
Once I'm
family.
Friends
a friend
turn
to you, I'm
family.
always a
Yep.
friend. I don't
Mm-hmm.
care. Once I'm a friend, I'm always a friend.
Exactly.
That's how it
That
is.
is so true. I can attest to that.
But I can say I may be calling you now. Don't call. Please don't get mad because that's the way I am.
Yeah, that's what
I
friends do.
call you
A
eventually.
friend is not gonna always be that sweet person. Hey, how you doing, girl? What's up? I mean, sometimes a friend will go hit you below the belt. Now, if
Mhm.
you could take me hitting you below the belt, I know you my friend, because I could take
Mhm.
you hit below the belt too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
'cause she love to call people bald head.
I sure do. I sure do. I call you bald headed in a minute. If your head be down your back, I'll call CJ. If you see all that head on her head, I call her bald headed too. you
Uh-huh.
know, it's just out of love and fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, yes, yes.
So I gotta find Kiana some friends, some good friends that will.
Listen, a
She's such a
friend will
beautiful
come into
person.
my. I feel like a real friend will come into my life genuinely.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not gonna be looking for no friend, just like I'm not
No,
gonna be looking for no man. Like,
Exactly.
I feel like a friend. Like, maybe we see each other at the grocery store or something. We have something in common. We exchange numbers or something, and I don't know. It'll just happen,
It'll
and
happen.
boom.
Exactly.
You
It'll
know what I'm
happen.
saying?
Hmm. All right,
yes,
CJ, go ahead.
I wanted to ask Kiana a question. How long has it been since you and your friends separated?
Well, okay, so me and the boy broke up December of 2020. Me and my friends had our falling out back in 20, I want to say 2018, like around like a year or two after my grandmother passed away.
Wow.
Hmm.
I wanted to ask, if you don't mind me asking this, and I don't mean this in a bad intention. I mean this in a loving manner. After your breakup, because it sounds like you went through a hard trauma and a ordeal, and
Yes.
do a lot of healing, and you're probably still healing. Were you
Listen,
able?
I will listen. I can even tell you, honest to God. Okay, so how this situation went. Me and the dude was in the car, and he and I started to go back and forth,
Right.
and then next thing you know, I don't know what happened, but I ended up jumping out of the moving car.
Oh
Like
Right.
my.
What I was
that
going to
was my
say.
breaking point. I was like, you know what? Let me just jump out because there's no turning back after this. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but what I was going to suggest, because you
Okay.
went through a hard ordeal and a tough time, and you need probably more time to heal. Have you ever thought about maybe seeking any counseling or therapy just to, I think that's very beneficial and helpful for women and men too when they go through a tough breakup, or they have, like in your case, you said you lost a good number of friends.
Hmm.
And I think that's a way to heal and start to feel happy again and feel better about yourself and self-love. You know.
Okay.
So have you ever thought about like just seeking out a counselor or a therapist?
Um, no, not really, but I will definitely take that into consideration. And I'm sorry if you guys can't see my full face. I'm actually trying to hear. Um, so
We
that's why I
see
have the
you.
phone
We
closer to
see
my
you.
ear.
I see you.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
But yes, I'm gonna definitely look into it. The only reason why in my past I was seeking um like help like from a counselor was because of me grieving my grandmother.
Right.
You know, that was the only thing I was seeking help for. But as far as the trauma that I experienced in that relationship, no, I didn't really think about that. I just felt like I needed like to self reflect on everything that I had gone through in my whole lifetime, not just with him, but just
Right.
everything. So I just I actually went into a shelter. I was in a shelter by myself, and I just was just self-reflecting during that time, not because I had to go to a shelter, but I decided that that's what I felt like I needed. So I put myself in a shelter, um and I was able to get that kind of healing because there was no going back. You know what I'm saying? I just had to make myself a little more uncomfortable just to break through. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys,
See,
but
what we tend to do as women is, especially Black women, we go through problems, we tend to sweep it under the rug and keep going. And then after so many years, that rug will get really big and tall. And sometimes we tend to hold a lot of emotional trauma and baggage inside. And I think that it's not healthy. And what we need to do, that's why I'm recommending to, for healing's sake, that
okay.
you feel better, because you
Yes.
you sound like you did have a lot going on, and that you definitely want to heal from it. You want to start being happy, and once you start feeling happy and have self-love about yourself, you can
Mhm.
probably little by little start to make new friends. But it's going to be a gradual process, and it's going to take time. you know
Right.
so healing's not going to come overnight, and sometimes it might not even come for quite some time, but you have to take the steps to begin your healing journey.
Hmm.
Yes, I
So,
appreciate that
like,
advice. I'm gonna
yeah.
definitely be looking into, and I also another thing is I would like to find someone that I can relate to, like a counselor that I like that is colored, African American counselor, you know,
Hmm.
They
because
have
oftentimes like I said, I did go to counseling in the past for grieving my grandmother, and it was a white lady, and I just felt like I could not relate to her. She could not relate to me, and she was just listening to me, and I appreciate that. But sometimes I feel like I need a little bit more than you just sitting there listening to me. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
like
saying?
feedback.
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
A
Yeah.
good counselor will give you feedback and they'll help you along with your healing journey, but you have to find the right one. Sometimes it takes a while before you find someone that you're comfortable with, but don't stay open-minded and don't give up.
I
Right.
appreciate
I
that.
think CJ
It's
would
good.
be a
It's
good
always good
counselor.
to talk to someone.
Mhm.
CJ would be a very good
Keep
counselor.
God
You
first
have
in
any
life.
She
recommendations,
already gave
CJ?
you some. She already gave you some tips.
I don't have any recommendations of any particular counselors, but it took me a while. I seek a counselor right now myself,
I
but
know, counselor.
but
Jesus.
amen.
You
Um,
right.
but I do feel that we should be as Black women more open-minded when we do need, counseling and therapy.
Counselor.
It is helpful.
Right. Right. I'm not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to it at all. I just didn't think I didn't feel like I needed. I thought that me just isolating myself now like solely by myself was enough. But you are right. Maybe I do need that extra healing, that extra counsel, that extra support to, thoroughly make me whole again.
It helps. It really does help.
But
Yeah.
Kiana, we can look for somebody like that. I
Mhm.
can help you with that, though.
Mm-hmm. And also too, if CJ is seeing a counselor that works for her, and she feels that that counselor may be beneficial to you, y'all can always do a Zoom room.
Right.
And because everything is virtual these days, so you
Mm-hmm.
can always get together and the three of you guys can like do it that way.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Or I don't know if it works that way because most counselors you have to there's a fee for it. So maybe I would have to find my own because I think there's a fee for personal
Or
counselors.
also,
We'll
if you
charge you for a
need
Zoom room,
free
darling.
counseling, some churches offer free counseling. You just have to really check each church and see what each pastor has to offer.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Are you affiliated with a church, Kiona?
No, I don't have a home.
Well, I have a church for you.
I
We
mean,
will
I
talk
have a,
later.
those
We got a
churches
church
that
for you, Kiana.
your family members or whatever, told you to go to or, brought you along. You have to go to Bible study here or whatever. I had that because my godmother has always been a part of a church. But, you know, as an adult, I never sought out like my own church. You know what I'm trying to say?
Right.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're trying to say. We'll
Oh,
we'll 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 talk.
okay.
We'll get into that. We'll talk.
This is very good, y'all.
But I tell you this, here, Kiana, like our church have a lot of young people
Oh,
like you, and
I
that
use
experience I would love for you to check
I use
out.
the switcher. Oh, well, then let me.
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, give me feedback.
Oh, what was you saying? I didn't pay you no mind. What you
I
saying?
couldn't hear what she was saying either. I heard bits and pieces of it.
I said, we have a church called Kiana. I said I would like for her to experience it because there are a lot of young people like her that's in there. I
Oh,
would,
okay.
I would love
Yeah,
for her to
no, I heard you say that. Miss Deborah was saying we'll talk about it.
Yes.
So you
Yeah.
got somebody you want to bring up, Catherine?
yes. That's D family. D
Okay. I'm a
family. I'm dropping the link. You
I'll
dropping down?
yeah, I'm gonna come down, okay?
All right. Good night,
It's
though.
nice being on the panel with y'all young
It's
ladies.
fine as wine.
Yes, you too.
Yeah, Juliet.
The finest one. He got to come
I
up too.
love all of y'all. Good.
But D family, this is them.
Love
Kiana,
you
it's so
too with your
nice to
bald
meet
headed self,
you.
Juliet.
Oh, along with your bald head self. Kiana, it's good to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Take
CJ,
care.
you hang in there, girl.
Yes.
CJ, hang in there.
Thank you. You do the
Look
same.
at
Thank you.
Be the difference. Make them t-shirts, girl. Make that stuff.
Thank you.
Is fine as wine coming up too?
Um, no, not yet. Because right now, D family. Let's see, D family, you coming up? It's D family and finest one. I'm waiting for them to. Well, right now we got what? We got five. We got space for one more. That's D family. Then after D family is finest wine. Um, Folks and Rich would like to say something. Okay, D family, I'm waiting for you, honey
She said let
boy.
her find a calm
Take a little
spot
time.
in the house.
Take a little time.
She said let her find a calm spot in the house.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You're right. We got to get more men in here.
Once you find a calm spot,
But did everybody say if you
find
did?
you
Oh,
here,
I think they did
find a
say
spot,
they
you can come
recorded
up. If you don't mind, you can come up. Darling.
What were you saying, Miss Deborah?
Oh, I think she went around and asked that everybody did. Everybody have friends. I think so, right? Because I was lost for a quick second. I mean, because I heard Be the Difference said, about she just treat everybody the same. Or try to
Yeah.
live at peace. Yeah, nothing wrong
Yeah,
with that.
like
Nothing wrong with that.
I don't like labels because the
Uh-huh.
expectations of it.
And my
Okay, I
next
got space for
my
two.
next talk gonna be on labels.
Oh
So
wow.
I know you'll be popping in the room. Yep, that's tomorrow. I want to talk about that too. Putting labels.
Oh yeah, Debbie was talking about labels.
Sure do.
Labels.
Yep,
Okay. Somebody up in here.
Labels about, can you give me an example?
labels. Um, I find people put when you meet people for the first time, they usually put a label on you. Oh, she's this, he's that, he's this, he's that, and people try to keep you in that box.
Mm-hmm.
You know, on their first meeting. But if they get to know you more, they'll see that you're more than just that one label. You're
Mm.
a mom, an auntie, an uncle. You're doing this, you're doing that. So you carry more than one label.
Mm-hmm.
They can't put you just in one box because you met me for the first time and say I'm mean, for example. You know, I may have been mean for that second because I was going through something, but you don't have to label me as being mean because you just met me that first time on a bad day.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm talking about labels.
Mhm.
Okay, like I got her some wine. That's water or wine, honey.
This is a little Jesus juice.
Not drink wine.
There's little Jesus juice. I
Hey, finest wine. Finest wine is up here.
What's
Hey,
up,
nephew.
y'all?
Hey,
Hi,
What's
how
up,
are you?
nephew?
Hey, be the difference. Hey,
Hey,
Deborah. Hey,
fine
TT.
fine.
Hey, Catherine. Hi,
hey,
Kiana and CJ Mendoza.
Hello.
hey, hey.
Hey.
You got any
Hey,
friends?
What are we talking about today?
Friends? How many do
friends.
we have, honey? Real
Do I
ones?
have friends? Look, only friend I got is Jesus. Okay.
I know that's right. What Julia said, only she got three friends: the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
Oh.
I swear. When you get older, you realize that you really don't have friends. I mean, you could be the
Exactly.
greatest friend to people, but people will almost never give you what you give them. So
That's a fact. You
it's
ain't never
definitely a
lied.
fact. I had to
Yes.
learn that. I'm 39. Took me 39 years, but I got it.
You got it?
Yep.
I got it.
Mm-hmm.
We
I
don't
know
have
that's right.
friends.
That's true.
Mm.
Juliet said you labeled her Deborah by
I
calling her
know.
bald
I,
headed.
I, I saw that. Uh-huh. Yep.
That's what friends are
I
for.
got
She could meet me.
I
She
got
could
ma-
she could meet me tomorrow on my channel. Meet me in them streets. Them Deborah Ketchup I face streets. I'll be there right on the corner.
Whew. My head hurts, y'all. I'm taking this ponytail out. Forget trying to be cute.
Ain't nothing wrong with that,
yeah,
but
her.
too tight.
Don't do it here.
I would say
I
this.
got about.
I'm
Huh?
Go ahead, CJ.
I'm sorry. I would say this. One time I did find a good friend, an unlikely person who did help me out in my time of need. And at the time, I didn't know that she would end up being a very good friend.
Mm-hmm.
It was a Caucasian lady from my church that was my son's Sabbath school teacher. And
Mm-hmm.
so,
Hmm.
therefore, I was in a tough, stressful situation. And I called a couple people to help me out, and they didn't want to help me out. at the time I just wanted prayer because I have anxiety. So
Mm,
these so-called friends wouldn't pray for me on the phone at the time I needed them to. But when I called this particular lady from the church,
Mm-hmm.
um,
mm,
she stopped everything she was doing and she prayed for me.
Mm-hmm.
Every morning after the event that I had, she would text me every morning with Bible verses. She would call
Right.
me every so often, see how I'm doing. She would
mm,
pray with me and talk to me. She would help me out with my children in terms of like hanging out with them, and we'll take long walks in the park or what have you. But she was very active, and I didn't know that she would be a good friend and that she would be understanding to my problems that I was going through back then. And
Right.
at the time, I didn't know that, she would be as good as she was because, she's white, I'm black. I didn't think that she would be so supportive and being a
Mm-hmm.
stuff who she, I didn't really know her that well, but who I thought she might have been turned out to be the opposite. She was a very nice, sweet lady. She still is, and she's still in my life. And we text quite a bit. We still hang out with my kids, and she prays over me when I need it. Anytime I call her and ask for advice, or when I get stressed out or worried, she listens to me over the phone, and she calms me
Right.
down. But I didn't expect that. So what I'm saying is that sometimes you could find a friend where you least expect it, or from someone you don't expect it. And like I think Miss Deborah mentioned earlier about the labels, and
Right.
it's true. Sometimes you can see someone and you think about them, first
Exactly.
impression, last impression. But she
Mm-hmm.
ended up being a really good friend, and you just never know who can help you in your time of need. Is where I was going.
Right.
CJ, it's funny because I was on the phone speaking with my auntie Deborah today. I don't think that person was a friend. God, they're almost angel like. God sends angels. There
That's
are
Right.
true.
people on earth that are almost angel like, that I
Hmm.
believe God sends specifically for you, for your situation, to help you when you're in need. You know what I'm saying? That a friend
Yes.
that you claim that a friend that and they're not your friend, that they will do. So I have next door neighbors who are almost angel like. I don't know these people, but they put a food bag on my door almost every week, twice
Mm-hmm.
a week, putting a
Right.
food bag. I didn't ask for it, but they did it. They
Mm-hmm.
always praying for me, and
Mhm.
do you need anything? And that's angels, and God specifically sent them next door to me. You know, because I feels like their prayers is really working. Whatever they're praying about, it's working. They're almost
No,
angel
that's
like.
right.
So
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you, I was looking reading some of my comments, and Dauntless Harsh, she made this comment. She said, "Friends are a gift from God," and I think,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and that's true. It's so hard to have a good friend.
It is.
These
It is.
days, you you don't know. And now everybody wearing. Now they really wear masks too. You really don't know who they are. Honey.
Ah, that's true. Yeah.
I
Exactly.
really want to know y'all opinion on on this shot, though. I really want y'all opinion on this
Mm-hmm.
shot,
The V.
Go ahead and shoot it.
the
On the jab,
vaccine, the V.
Oh, on that shot.
on the jab.
Uh-huh. On jab. Um, for me, it's still an experimental process. It's something that was made, you know, right quick to do
Uh,
whatever they need to do. I think is for controlling purposes. I just had my
okay.
whole outlook on the whole thing from the beginning. It was
Hmm.
too much jokes and playing and this and that,
Hmm.
and nobody's really telling the truth on this and
Okay.
that.
In a second. Yeah.
Hmm.
Um, I'm not ready personally. I'm not ready for it yet. Not to say that I
Hmm.
would I would ever be, but it
Hmm.
gotta be FDA approved, and the kinks just gotta be taken out. I can't do
Hmm.
with the kinks. I feel like God covered me for all this time, and I've
Hmm.
been breathing the same air as everybody else.
Hmm.
I've been doing what you know the law of the land requires, and the
Hmm.
faith that God requires me to have during this storm,
Hmm.
and it's been a keeper.
Hmm.
So whatever that's the blood of Jesus covering me and family that's kept me out of all those millions of people, and I'm still here. Only thing I can say is
Mhm.
thank you, Jesus. Whatever you're doing, keep me
Thank
covered under
you.
the blood. That's all I got to say
Mhm.
on that.
Amen.
Yep. So the
I just
man
had
made.
to make sure I
Mhm.
wasn't by myself and my
You're not by
beliefs and
yourself.
thoughts and feelings on that.
Oh
You're not by
no.
yourself.
Oh no. There's a whole
Hmm.
lot of folks that feel like that.
Exactly. And that's our opinion, you know. Whoever,
Yeah.
you know.
Like I say, to each his own. And you have some
Hmm.
people that's for
Hmm.
it. For those that's for it, God
Hmm.
bless you. You
Mhm.
know, just
Hmm.
keep wearing that mask around me. You know, and don't like I said, put a label on me because I ain't take the big B and you did.
Hmm.
I don't know what you may
Hmm.
have. You can tell me anything.
Mhm.
Hmm.
You have to lose something else. What with the people? With the peoples. Mhm.
Exactly. You know, so until I'm not comfortable with it yet. And when God touched my heart to say now is the time, I'll know.
Be that time.
I'll
Exactly.
know. Yes.
Period.
Period.
Period, boo.
Period. That's right.
Hmm.
Period. That's right. Yep. I ain't letting no devil in hell force me to do anything that I don't want to do. And that's
That's
just that.
right.
That's right.
That one, that. Okay.
That's it. Anybody else? Or, did my big mouth say enough?
That's enough.
You spoke for me too.
I already got a warning, and I don't want to get no more, honey.
Uh-huh.
Express my opinion. They gave me a warning. They said next time they're gonna beat me up.
They're gonna beat you up.
Yeah. But you
Mm-mm.
know, like the language. Thanks, finest wine, because that's why I used to that language that you did. You know, gotta be careful.
Mm-hmm.
Right with the word, yeah.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Let me see if I get. Okay, about time the family came up here.
The microwave, the refrigerator
Somebody's
light.
backstage.
Do you hear the noise in the refrigerator?
Okay, I'll
The
let them come up.
refrigerator part is like,
Okay, thank you, finest wine. I appreciate that.
Bye,
thank you,
You
nephew.
know, I
It's
appreciate you.
always a pleasure.
That's right.
Bye, Joy. Bye, everybody. Bye, TT.
Okay.
What's up,
Can you
Double?
guys hear me? Hey,
Oh,
Ma.
What's up, B family?
Hi.
Hey, you guys. Hi. How is everybody doing tonight?
All
Good.
How
right.
are you?
Pretty good. Just getting off work. Look, tired, but I just happened to jump on here and I was like, oh, okay. Let me jump on in here and see what everybody's doing, what y'all talking about.
how's my granddaughter?
Ugh. Put it
Oh,
like this.
oh,
She's running around in her blue dress today. I
oh,
got to send you the pictures.
okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, I don't. She's been doing her hair herself, so she's feeling herself being 10. So you know how that works.
Mhm. But
But
but I see that
I, I,
you said you cut off all your friends. You said you cut off all your friends.
you know, I had to because the type of friends that I had growing up in my teen years, we wasn't about nothing but trouble. And when you find somebody that genuinely cares about you, and you know that your friends are not any good, and they don't have a spouse, or, you know what I mean? It's cause for disaster. So, as far as friends, I can count on one hand how many that I actually have. Well, I say, yeah, on one hand. That's my husband and my 4 children. That's it. Other than that, I don't trust people enough to say, okay, um, you're going to be my ride or die. And I say that because I have, when I was in preschool, had a preschool friend, and we was friends up until, ooh, my oldest son now is 17. So I want to say when he was born, which 17 years ago. But when we was growing up, her father made a pass at me. Okay. Now remember I said that we was friends since preschool.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you're looking at an adult figure as your mother and your father growing up, there's no way that that man should be having eyes for you. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean?
Yeah, you're like
So
50 years younger than him.
exactly.
Exactly.
So, my thing was, okay, how do I tell her about her daddy, which is a minister?
Mm-hmm.
How do I tell mama, because that's what we called her, how do
Mm-hmm.
I tell her that this has happened to me?
Mm-hmm.
You know? So when I made it known to the mother first, I said, I have to excuse myself, because I don't want any problems, and that caused a rift between, her and I. And
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't just me that it happened to, that he had done that to. It was several other people. So
Mm-hmm.
coming from me was like, okay, it's my fault. How is it my fault? So that broke up our relationship,
Mm-hmm.
so I stepped back. And then at that time, when I met my husband, she was still single. So she would kind of do underhanded things to be, um, to try to get us to break up, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and like, okay, well, we're going to go here, we're going to do this. And I'm like, no, I'm feeling like Brandy. I'm sitting up in my room, thinking about only him,
Mm-hmm.
those kind of little things. So it was like, nah, I'd rather go hang out with him than go do something I ain't got no business doing. Like, I don't need to go out to the club and do all of this with all of y'all when now I got somebody.
She tried to set you up.
Exactly. So I saw that more and more with different people that that I was associated with, and I said, "No, it's not me. It's not worth me losing my
Mm-hmm.
happy home. It's
That
not worth me losing what I have on account of me saying, okay, I want to go do this with y'all,
right. Mm-hmm.
and y'all still in the same perpetual state that y'all was in when we was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all on y'all fifth, third, and second marriages. Something
Mm-hmm.
is not working. Ladies' night ain't working. So y'all
Exactly.
need to think about letting that alone, letting it alone. So
Mm-hmm.
I just came to a realization to where, like, everybody don't want the same things in life.
They don't.
And you have to know what it is that you're looking for to make yourself be in a position to where you can sustain. So I'm in a position to where I'm sustaining. I don't have no problems, and that's because my circle is nilch, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But when you need somebody that you can call on, you get on your knees and you start praying. And all your answers and anything that you want will be taken care of. That's just my belief, you
Mine
know.
too. That's true.
So your friends, you don't have no friends. You was born by yourself unless you got a twin, and you gonna die by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
At one point in time, you just gotta grow up. It's good to say, okay, you can have somebody to call, but in reality, that's all it's gonna be. Because I tell you like this: you call me 24 hours a day, anytime you want to. I'm gonna be there for you, but don't be bringing that mess to my house.
Oh my.
don't come at me crooked with, like you want something.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't go for the nonsense. I'm just not with it no more. Just grow up,
I hear you.
you
Those
know.
associates, friends work,
Mhm.
friends grow together. Associates stay in the past.
Yep, and that's true. It's still people, that, they call and I'd be like, hey, what you doing? I'd be like, hey, doing what I always do. Go to work, come home, take care of these babies, and, trying to get them grown and gone, you
Mm-hmm.
know. But what you doing? Oh, we was out on the motorcycles. See, I just don't have time for that. you know, I'm just not in the, saying, hey, you know what? I'm finna go biking and we finna go do this. We at the club drinking.
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's just more to life. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you settle down and you grow up.
That's
You
true.
know, but it is what it is. But then you have people that you call family, like I was hearing you guys talk about. Catherine already know. I already adopted her. She ain't going nowhere.
I
Joy and Auntie, y'all not going nowhere. Mm-mm. You establish different relationships with different people,
exactly.
and he puts them in your life for a reason. We
Mm-hmm.
don't know the reason, and we don't know when the season is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as how do you pronounce your name, Kiana?
You was asleep, Kiana?
Yes.
You was
He
asleep?
said yes.
No, no, no.
You,
I'm not sleeping. I was
what I w-
listening.
You see that
That's
girl?
how
I
you
see that
pronounce my
girl
name.
sleep. She was
what
doing
I
12 12 bells was sleeping last night on live.
what I wanted to say to her is
Mm-hmm.
older women in general that have their head together and put on straight is your counselors. This is one thing that I wish it was more of. And me and Catherine, we talked about this before. Um, Different women of our ethnicity can give you more experience. Sorry, y'all, my ring is going off. Have more experience and can help you in different ways. We just have to be open to listening.
Mm,
And if they're opening up to talk and we don't listen, we not going to get that wisdom. And they have to be able to want to share. And that's one thing that we're lacking. That's why you look out today and you see all these people going buck wild and crazy is because nobody is opening up their mouth and saying nothing.
mm,
And if we receive it, this whole world would change. But it's got to be somebody that's telling you how it is and how it should be.
mm,
So this, as you know, the aspect of going and getting counseling and all that, that's fine and dandy. But the best counselors is those people that have been in your shoes, that can actually walk you through something. And like they said, going to church, hey, if they've been through what you've been through, they can walk you in the way that you should go.
mm. I
You
appreciate
know.
that. Mhm.
So I ain't met you before, but hey, if you need anything, Catherine know how to get in touch with me, so she can give you my number if you ever need a
Sure.
shoulder to lean on, a sister. That's what I am.
I
You,
appreciate
I don't know if you older than me. It don't matter. I can be
You're
your sister
older,
if that's
honey.
what you need.
You're
Huh?
older. You're older.
I'm
Oh, okay.
25. Mm.
Oh, okay. Well, shoot, you just a baby.
That's a thing.
You just a baby. So, hey,
Let me ask you something, Debbie. Can I come down for a minute and let this young man in? I'm still control of the
I'm good. I'm good.
I'll go down. I'll go down.
you come back in about 5 minutes. Let me let this young man speak. Hey, Wrench and Bolts.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Good.
all right. How about yourself?
Awesome.
I'm doing great.
Huh?
I'm doing great.
That's good.
All
Do
right.
do you got friends?
Oh, I've got a lot of friends.
That's good. That's good. You got a
Yeah,
lot of friends.
more friends that I think I thought I used to have a long time ago, but I got a lot of friends in my life and it's been going well.
That's very good.
Okay.
All right, Karen, Catherine, thanks for doing a share for my videos. I
You're welcome.
appreciate that.
You
Mm-hmm.
are welcome. So, okay, you want to say something?
Yeah, I mean, friends are like it's just the way it is like you know every day when I wake up when a lot of people wake up and stuff and people need someone inspired to with them you know I'm always up early and I'm always sometimes I'm up late but I can always count they can always anybody can count on me to hang out and talk stuff and you know hang out with them until until I go to bed sometimes. But I just feel like if someone needs to have a friend to talk to and your stuff like that, you know, I'll definitely be willing to do that for anybody. So
But okay, that's very good.
Mm-hmm.
That's
yeah,
and that's very good that you got some nice friends like that too.
yeah.
That's very
Mm-hmm.
good.
Awesome. Where are you from, Wrench and the Bolts?
I'm from Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ain't that the cheese country? Don't they got a lot of cheese?
Yeah, we are the state known as the cheese state.
The cheese state. That's right.
Oh,
We got
okay.
so much
All
cheese.
right.
Yeah, so it's kind of known as cheesehead. So
Yes.
so yeah, it's a I love it. So
All right now.
That's the main thing. All right.
Exactly.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so thank you for stopping by.
Yep.
Okay, nice meeting you. See you again, okay?
Yeah. Don't forget. Okay. Yep.
All right.
Good
See you
night.
guys.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Oh, I think I knocked somebody else up. Did I knock somebody
That,
else up?
that was B family. Should come back up.
Got it. Okay. Yes.
All right.
So,
Yeah, but once you find somebody that's really sincere,
mhm.
then yeah, you got them for life if that's really what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what I want to do. I want y'all, okay, give me 10 signs that your friend is not a friend.
10 signs. 10. It got to be 10. Why can't it be
No,
like
that's
3?
among all of us. That's among all of us. Tell me something. Give me
Don't
one.
have your best interest at heart.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They will turn your well, they'll spread rumors about you.
Mm-hmm. I
Mhm.
guess, well, I can't use backstabber because that's pretty much would be the difference there because they stab you in the back. Um, a friend can't, someone that's jealous of you.
Hmm.
They hang out with you, but they really jealous of you because they don't want you to. They gotta watch. They too busy watching your moves, you
Mm,
know, to make sure you don't come up as much as they do. That ain't a friend.
right. That's another thing that I've learned. Like, people want you to do good, but they don't want you to do better than them.
Exactly.
You know.
That's a bad friend.
They want
Mhm.
you to tell your business immediately when you first meet them.
And they repeat
Exactly.
what you told them in secrecy. You know.
Yep.
Exactly. Hmm.
They rude to you and try to insult you.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Or they're controlling. Mhm.
They
Right. Or
want your attention.
judgmental.
Hmm.
They want what you got. You know. They
They
come in your
don't
house and
like
look around.
they don't like your family.
Hmm.
Wow. They don't support you in tough
Their
times.
motives are not you. Is your man.
Hmm.
Their motives is not you. They befriend you, but they going after your man.
And
And
like
that's the worst friend you could have.
Hmm.
and like D
Tell
family
you.
said, come around only if they want something.
Right.
Mhm.
That's another one. Or another one is, um, you know how you can be very supportive of your friend, but they're not supportive of you.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Juliet said they are liars.
Yep.
They
Yeah.
are
Higher
competition.
than competition.
Yeah.
Manipulators.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yep.
Ditch you for other people.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a
Mm.
good one.
Joy stealers.
Mm.
They
Because
don't
they keep you
consider
happy.
your
They
opinions
try
or
to
feelings.
keep you miserable because they miserable. And in miserable situations, they try to keep you miserable. Always got a
What they
down.
say, misery loves
Right.
company.
Company. Hmm.
How
Exactly.
about how about when they got a problem all of a sudden, well, we friends, so you got to have a problem too.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Wow.
If
When
you
you
don't like
when you
somebody,
got
how come
something
you're not
going
like
on,
somebody?
Yeah, like say for example, if I have a beef with Catherine with friends, and you supposed to be my friend, all of a sudden well, it's me and my friend that have a problem with Catherine with friends.
see,
Yeah.
that's some old high school mess.
Yeah, that's
That's
different.
like you should be
Exactly.
People
grown
do
at
that.
one time in your life.
People do that regardless of age.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
It's like just
And
because they abuse the friendship title, they'll be like, well, I thought we were friends. Well, I don't agree with everything that you
Exactly.
say.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you all this question. How about if you like be the difference that you got beef. If I got beef with somebody and you become friends with them,
What was
Well,
the beef about?
see, but that's it shouldn't that don't matter what it see, I mean, because that happened to me. So
It happened to
that's
me
why I say
too.
it that it's like this. If you mad at somebody, the person that's mad, their insecurity is, are you the one going back and telling them what's going on? That's all it is. It's always the insecurity.
Mhm.
Because you thinking that just because I'm talking, just say me and CJ. If me and CJ is talking and be the difference is mad at CJ and me not gonna have a conversation about be the difference,
Right.
you
exactly.
know?
exactly.
And that's how I am. I'm like this. If you mad at her,
Hmm.
that's between you and her. That don't have nothing to do with me and her and me and you.
Mhm.
Don't
So
talk
it's
about
I think
corner.
it's a st- I think I agree
exactly.
with you, but I think it all depends on what it is. I think like there's got to be like a measure somehow, because it's like if it's something where CJ is calling me a liar and you're like, well, that's between you and her. That's like, I don't know. I
Well, I mean, you got to look at it like this though.
hmm
It's always two sides to every story, two
Mhm.
sides to a coin. So if I know what the situation was, then I have to determine that myself. Was you a liar?
Well,
Is CJ lying? And then if it comes down to it and CJ's the one lying, then hey, then I know I need to pull away from CJ. Now,
I,
if you going and you talking to this person and then you coming back to me and telling me all, I'm like this. I don't want to hear it. That's my thing. I don't want to hear it because I'm a grown woman and I ain't got time for them games. So a person has to draw that line, that boundary, saying what they gonna take in. Because gossiping is of the devil. I mean, that's just the way I was,
hmm
saying, So it just depends on what it is that you're gonna let come in your household.
But
well,
I
with
would
So,
me,
I
you
would
know,
never put friends
I would
because
I would say
I'm
for
afraid
me,
together.
yeah, if Be the Difference and CJ had a disagreement and they were back and forth at each other, so therefore I'm in the middle of the both of them, and they're both my friends, and that's it's gonna stay like that. So if both of them
mhm,
are my friends, I'm gonna try to get my friends together. We all
yeah,
Exactly.
gonna sit down, and if I have to play mediator, that's what I'm gonna do. But we all friends, and we're gonna get to see a thing together, and
Gonna
don't let
fix it
nothing
up.
come in between that to try to break us up when
That's
we've been
good.
cool all
mhm,
the time. That's just the way I flow.
yeah.
I
So
like
I'm
Mhm.
that
not gonna
approach.
side with anybody. No,
Nope.
we gonna all sit down and talk about it.
Didn't
That's
that
what
what I
both
just
of us
said?
do.
That's
That's the
what
way
I
I
said.
feel.
I
Yeah.
like that approach.
That's what I just said. I would definitely bring them together.
Yeah,
I'm gonna bring them
it's no
together.
sides to friends. If that's my friend and the other one's my friend, we all gonna stay friends. We all gonna stay cool.
Mhm.
Now,
Mhm.
because that's what friends do. Friends, friends argue, they fight, they like sisters.
Hmm.
They don't
Help
agree.
each other grow.
You
Mhm.
know, and to me, that's a true friend. You gonna fight and you're gonna come back to it. So let's
Hmm.
sit down, and talk
Mhm.
about it. Okay, let's get moving, and that's it.
Yeah.
So
This is the kind of friend that I don't like. If I got an emergency and I really truly don't like to ask you for anything, and if I ask you and you got one of those friends to tell you no, but give a man like that, I can't
Mhm.
like that.
mhm.
They do what with the man?
they give a man
People
before they
man
give
quicker than a woman.
a woman.
Hmm.
You ever seen anybody like that before? I see
Mhm.
plenty.
No, I don't like that type of a person that if you have a say if you have emergency, they have it. But did you check with so and so or so and so or so so? Have you go through everybody else before they give it to you? You can't get it from nobody else. Then they be like, here. No,
Uh-uh.
I have seen that happen. You know, we not friends. We ain't cool. You don't have to be jumping through hoops. Get out of here. No.
Because my thing is like if somebody if one of my friends got emergency, I'm gonna help them just like that. You have to go no further. I'm there
Right.
for you.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
And but you know what I noticed like some people that I know, like you say like associates, like I see I'm there, but they're not there for me. And so then right when I see that, I drop it all off. Like
Mhm.
they ask me like, why you act so funny? I said, I'm not acting funny. I just not being bothered. You understand?
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
So that's what I
Mhm.
do. I just leave
Yeah.
it alone.
I just tell them how I feel. You know, it's X, Y, and Z. I be there for you. You ain't there for me. I thought we was cool. It just goes to show God just opening my eyes. You not you sitting your representative. You know, as far as us trying to be friends, but the real you came out when in my time of need.
My opinion is like this here. They know. I don't have to say nothing because they know. Because I've seen it happen too many times. So then they just leave me alone. I leave them alone because they know.
Being transparent is key. Just be, just be who you are.
You know,
And that's the thing with a lot of people. They want to be something that's
Something that
you
they're
know,
not.
that they're not.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Something that they're not. Be who you, like you said. Be who you are.
Right. And that's another thing that I've realized about myself. I've always been a jolly, goofy person growing up. So being around friends that were very catty, like when I say catty, I mean like just everything is negative. They want to entertain all the negativity. They come to me telling me, "Oh, so and so fought," or whatever. Like I'm not even worried about these things. Like I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You coming to me with the nonsense. We can't be friends. You know what I'm saying? But they weren't my friends because we grew up. I felt we were friends because we grew up elementary school together or whatever. So I thought we were friends. But after a while, like you said, they weren't my friends from the beginning, you know?
Exactly. Especially if friends trying to bring you into drama.
She's like,
Hmm.
I don't want hepatitis B, C, or D.
Hmm.
Right?
Exactly.
Well,
Exactly.
none of that.
All
Hmm.
that fighting.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Get out of here. Nah. Mm-mm. And don't come looking for me when you get into some mess. Now all of a
Right?
sudden
I
you're
don't
a
fight.
friend. Get out of here.
My fingers are
No.
too tender to be balled up in a fist.
Hmm. I know that's right. You got the friend that only need you when it's time to when they get into some mess.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
Let
Not
me
a
go see my
friend.
girl so and so.
Stuff for nobody.
No. Mm-mm.
I'm not getting scratched.
That's what I
First
say.
of
You
all,
gotta you gotta pick who you wanna, have in your life, have in your circle. And if they not worth it, you gotta cut them loose. You just like negativity. You just gotta cut it loose.
Hmm.
And you don't gotta be bothered with somebody. That's one thing me and Catherine be talking about sometimes. You don't have to be bothered with anybody. You know,
don't.
you choose who you want in your circle. Because if they about negativity, cut them loose. Because it's not gonna make you happy. It's not gonna get you anywhere.
That's true. That's so true. Well, I'm going to drop down because I'm getting kind of hungry.
No,
And
no, we all did what we had to do. It's time to go now. So
okay,
anyway, everybody just give your last remark and let's say goodnight to everybody. And I love everybody in the chat and I thank y'all for coming.
exactly.
Yes. I honestly, I've grew to love you too, Miss Catherine. Yeah, you're an angel to me also because you
Sweet.
are just so beautiful inside and out.
Are
Thank
you
you.
talking about sourpuss? You talking about sour? I'm giving her a label. That's sourpuss. Let me see. Well,
I'm
like
here
I
for
said,
young people because young people, a lot of young people, I like to spur them the right way. You got to help them. You got to help them go because a lot of things they don't know. See, like
that's
this, you live long enough, you'll learn.
Hmm.
That's what I was talking
Like
about right there.
is that she listen.
that's
Hmm.
what the
A lot of
wise
young
are.
people don't listen. She
The
Hmm.
listen.
wise are to lead the young. and
Exactly.
because y'all gonna be the other next strong ones that's coming up, the next generation. So we got to build you guys up. But what's out
And
there?
see, that's why I was talking about that
So
wisdom, that
mhm,
wisdom that that y'all got. If y'all don't pass it on us, it's like a lost cause. Who else is gonna get it? Our
Mm.
generations after us is they the
they
ones that
they
need it.
crazy. Exactly, they crazy. But
Mhm.
anywho, it's always been a pleasure. I'll be on to can I do my own channel shout out?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll be on tomorrow at I think I put 8:30. And we're gonna be talking about labels. So if y'all wanna, hang out in the chat, whatever y'all want to do, it's fine. But we're gonna talk about these labeling people. Labels belong on jars and clothing and packages, not on people.
Hey.
Mhm.
On that note, good night, Kiona, D
Good
family,
night,
All
everyone.
right.
be the difference, and everybody in the chat. This is your girl Deborah Kitchen by Faith. Catch y'all later.
Capture.
Bye. Good night,
Bye.
everyone.
As I
Good night,
say
all.
what y'all say what y'all say and exit the room. Okay.
Wait a minute, I don't get. Oh,
Let me kick you off.
Oh, Kiana left.
Okay. I guess she said what she had to say. Yes.
Well, I'll say what I gotta say real fast. If it wasn't for Catherine, my head sometimes would be a full jumbled mess. So Catherine know how to keep me grounded, and
Amen.
for that, she know I love her.
This is the same thing here. Because I met a whole lot of beautiful people here on YouTube, and I appreciate all y'all. Sarah Bella, I wish you could come up here because Sarah Bella, Denise, I mean, these people are out of sight, and I truly too. Like my heart goes out to y'all. It really do.
Well, I appreciate you in inviting me up. C Mendoza, I mean CJ, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you
Uh,
as well.
yes, Catherine, always. I'm the junior ghetto motivational speaker.
Right, that's right.
um, I appreciate it. I'm glad that we were all brought together. Somehow we all feel each other's needs and voids, and like D Family said, sometimes we help each other stay grounded. So I don't think it's I don't think it's a bad thing to be thankful for even the bad situations, because you learn what you want and don't want in your life. So, with that being said, my name is Joy from Be the Difference Clothing, and I
Check out her
appreciate.
channel. Check out her
Oh,
clothing.
yes, yes, yes. Come on over, watch a couple playlists, a few hours out of your day, if you want,
Exactly.
at Be the Difference Clothing. And other than that, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you too. Okay, CJ.
Okay, I want to thank Miss Catherine and Miss Deborah because a few months ago, when I needed a particular favor, they both prayed for me, and I will never forget that, and I'm deeply appreciative of that. And I look forward to the next chat. And thank you for having me. And I had a great time as usual. Thank you.
You are welcome.
All right. Good night.
Good night. Well, and with that, we're gonna beg a good night. And the thing is, if you're a friend, be a friend. If you're not, leave them people alone. And with that, that's all I gotta say. Deuces. Good night. Love, peace, wigs, and outfits. Good night, y'all.